Catherine. Cheers them all. I used to say, should have gone before going out. Oh, Dad. Thursday, 11th of January 2018, live till 5. It's the big show.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
You in your zoot suit.
Oh, Annie, I'm not your daddy. Mama's baby's Papa's baby. See, if I was in your blood, then you wouldn't be so ugly.
You'll need to make contact this afternoon. You'll need to. steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291. Tweet at BBC Radio 2. Go on, go on, go on.
I'm telling it to you straight, so you don't have to hear it in another way.
Now here's a great hands up. And I know you'll agree with me. Hands up for people not saying in conversation, especially at conferences or meetings, going forward. Stop it now. Stop it with the going forward. Stop it. Hands up for actually remembering your dreams. Some do. Some really do. And hands up for not having hiccups.
She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance. I met her on Grafton Street, right outside of the bar. She shared a cigarette with me while her brother played the guitar. She asked me, what does it mean? The Gaelic ink on your arm. Said it was one of my friend's songs. Do you want to drink on? She took Jamie as a chaser, Jack for the fun. She got Arthur on the table with Johnny riding a shotgun. Chatted some more, one more drink at the bar. Then put Van on the jukebox, got up to dance. You know she played her fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance with my pretty little Galway girl. You're my pretty little Galway girl. Hey. You know she beat me at darts and then she beat me at pool, and then she kissed me like there was nobody else in the room. As last orders were called was when she stood on a stool after dancing to Kaylee singing to trad tunes. I never heard Carrick Fergus ever sung so sweet. A cappella in the bar using her feet for a beat. Oh, I could have that voice playing on repeat for a week. And in this packed out room where she was singing to me. You know she played her fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance, my pretty little Galway girl. My, 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 my Galway girl. My, 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 my Galway girl. My, 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 my Galway girl. Well, now we've all said our welcome and it's closing time. I was holding her hand was holding mine. Our coats both smell of smoke, whiskey and wine, as we fill up her lungs with the cold air of the night. I walked her home, then she took me inside, finished some Doritos and another bottle of wine. I swear I'm gonna put you in a song that I write about a Galway girl and a perfect night. She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. And baby, I just wanna dance, my pretty little Galway girl. My, 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 my Galway girl. My, 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 my.
Top of the afternoon to you, it's The Big Show. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon at Radio 2. Ed Sheeran, Galway Girl. Always a story with Ed and Paul. And Paul, I said.
When me and John, we came up with TV, you know, we just kind of started the group, We kicked Logie out of the band and we kind of just worked on it, John said, leave it, don't go there. He's Scottish, he's got a bit of a temper. But I said, no, listen, I worked on it. And that's what you got to do. I worked on it until I got it right, So George Martin, he mixed it, and that's how we came up with the BBC.
2:10. That was fascinating. I had no idea.
Steve Wright in the afternoon, 2018.
Cloudy but dry, some sunshine for Scotland, Wales and southwest England. A high of 8 in Ipswich. Tonight, cloudy, hill, fog and drizzle in east and the southeast of England. And the lighting up times in just a mo. Sunset tonight in Edinburgh, 4:04, in Belfast, 4:23, in London, 4:15, and Cardiff, 4:27. Not bad now, not bad at all.
It is the night, my body's weak, I'm on the run.
in with us soon.
Janie Lee Grace has 3 names. That's simply not fair.
Mr. President.
I don't want to look at this guy.
Don't blame you.
Barry Humphries returns to BBC Radio 2.
Tragically, the music of my youth is rapidly moving towards the periphery of living memory. Now, I hope to give the songs and melodies of the first half of the 20th century a new audience.
We're all alone, no chaperone can get our number.
Barry Humphries' forgotten musical masterpieces.
Personally, I find listening to this music much more beneficial than drinking a kale and wheatgrass smoothie or visiting any so-called therapist.
Continuing Tuesday night from 10.
On BBC Radio 2.
Thank you, Barry.
BBC Radio 2.
Got Giorgio Locatelli presenting Rome Unpacked with Andrew Graham Dixon over on BBC Two. Talk to him about that. Also, Kieran Hines, actor who's starring in a musical called Girl from the North Country, which incorporates Bob Dylan songs, which you might have heard about. And Jason Vale, the Juice Master, is back. There's Tim Smith, Janie Lee Grace, Bobby Pryor, Catherine Cracknell, Matt the Sports Guy, and the oldies chosen by Tony Burgess from Beccles in Suffolk. Emails, texts and tweets, social media, news from the net, and the latest showbiz, and much more.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Was solo singing on my own. Now I can't find the key without you. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony. Like a love song on the radio. We hold me tight and not let go. I'm sorry if it's all too much, but every day you're here I'm healing. And I was running out of luck. I never thought I'd find this feeling. 'Cause I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony. Like a love song on the radio. We hold me tight and not let go. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony.
Thanks, it's your clean bandit, Zara Larson. Just to say hello to my lovely husband Martin, who is painting in Cambridge today. He loves your show, from the wife. Is it oils or watercolour? I see. Wrighty, give me a shout out, mate. Paul working in Wet Arlo. That's Harlow with no H. I like it. Cheers, team, it says.
I am just a poor boy, though my story is seldom told. I squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Lie-la-lie, lie-la-lie-lie. Asking only workmen's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the wars on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. La 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 la. And wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters are bleeding me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every glove that laid him down or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I am leaving, but the fighter still remains.
Simon & Garfunkel, The Boxer. 2:25 in the UK. This is BBC Radio 2. Hello. In the the news, UK Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson has challenged the US to show there's a better alternative to the deal with Iran that limits its nuclear program. Walmart in America plans to give its 1 million workers a $1,000 bonus and start paying them at least $11 per hour. The move by the world's biggest retailer follows last month's US tax code overhaul. What else occurring? Theresa May has pledged to eradicate all avoidable plastic waste in the UK by 2042. And more than 1 in 4 UK students graduated from university with a first-class degree last year, data showing today. All right, something a bit special now. We're going to play the new Carrie Underwood single, The Champion. It features Ludacris. The song The Champion is Carrie's first new music since 2015, and this is the first time it's been played on the radio anywhere in the world. It's released digitally tomorrow, and it'll be played, interesting enough, on NBC over in America this Saturday at halftime during the Falcons-Rams game, and it'll be heard by an even bigger worldwide audience of American football fans next month when it's featured in the opening of the Super Bowl. Carrie and Brad Paisley presented the CMA Awards last year when we did our special big show live from Nashville. You know, when we went country. Here it is, The Champion.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'm my own, yeah. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion. When they write my story, they're gonna say that I did it for the glory. But don't think that I did it for the fame, yeah. I did it for the love of the game, yeah. And this is my chance I'm taking. All them old records I'm breaking. All you people watching on the TV, you go ahead and put your bets on me. Hey, I've been waiting my whole life to see my name in lights. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
Born champion. The C is for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, so the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Crushing the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Carry.
I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
Yeah. Surpassed all rivals. It's all about who wants it the most. Fight for what we believe in. That's what champions are made of. Yeah. Champion.
Saturday mornings to me are music, coffee, chat, Tony Blackburn, coffee.
Saturday Breakfast with Dermot O'Leary.
Weather, traffic, travel, yeah. Morning, Dermot. Good morning yourself. Can you please wish our son Alex a very happy 14th birthday? Of course we can. Steve Coogan, welcome along. Are you morning guy?
I am a morning guy. I think when you get to our stage in life, you can't have a very good evening and a very good morning. But you choose which one you want.
And the morning's in many ways more productive.
Saturday Breakfast with Dermot O'Leary.
Playing the best new music, catching up with some friendly faces, and setting you up for a great weekend. Saturday mornings from 8 on BBC Radio 2.
Cheers, Dermot. Coming up to 2:30. Yeah.
Sure sounds good on Radio 2. Steve Wright in the afternoon. Yeah!
From the back of the room, you were holding my glance. I was trying to be cool, but I can't really dance. Is it something to do with the way that you move? In a matter of seconds, I'm falling for you, for you. Beautiful, 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 but I could stand and admire or give in to desire. Beautiful, 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 but feeling shyer and shyer. Think I'll call it a night. I leave my light on. I'm athletic, but I'm back here on my own. I leave my light on. Why let you go? No, I'm back here on my own. From the comfort of my home, I am picturing you. And the shadow said something, but I thought it was cool to be looking amazed by the way that you move. I don't need to reflect, 'cause I'm regretting not speaking to you. Beautiful, 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 boy. Tell me where will I find you so we could go by. Beautiful, 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 boy. I hope you got it by the night. I'll leave on my light. I leave my light on. I'm athletic, but I'm back here on my own. I leave my light on. Why let you go? No, I'm back here on my own. Yeah, my heart, the only one. Yeah, my heart, the only one. Yeah, my heart, the only one. Yeah, my heart, the only I leave my light on. I'm athletic, but I'm back here on my own. I leave my light on. Why let you go? I'm back here on my own.
Atletico. Ray Morris.
Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet the guy at BBC Radio 2.
Can you play one of your finest songs for all the guys at Enterprise Security Distribution in Norwich? I'm out in my little van delivering security equipment in and around Ipswich today. We always listen to your show and we love it. Cheers, Steve. Now we've got Mr. Locatelli coming on with us later.
This is the wolf of the people, like aggressive and opinionated and Roman till the core. I like that kind of Rome. I like that Rome that stay alive through the people. And the Pope comes and change, and the President comes and change, the kings come and change, but the people of Rome, still the people of Rome.
Yeah. The people
they are the one who rules.
of Rome. Let me bring on Janie Lee Grace and Smith, and let's look at the factoids. What you got there, Janie?
A three-toed sloth, or is it sloth?
Could be a sloth.
Yeah, well, it spends 80% of its time asleep.
Sloth or sloth then, Tim?
Sloth for me, if that's
Is
all right.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is from the Daily Mirror earlier on today. And it's about the calories in alcohol. 1 pint of 4% beer. How many calories do you think?
A pint of 4% beer?
Yeah.
Oh, what a great question. I'd
350.
say...
No, 182.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say less,
Yeah, equivalent to one average chocolate bar. 330 millilitre bottle of 5% beer. What would you say generally?
Trying to work out how much 330 millilitres is.
220.
It's 142, equivalent to a 25g bag of crisps. 1 pint of 4.5% cider. How many, Tim?
That'll be less calories, won't it, cider?
175.
I don't know, 100?
216.
Oh, it's more.
Equivalent
this is daft.
Yeah, equivalent to 3 chipolata sausages.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I know. All right, this is one. 175 millilitre glass of 13% wine. How many?
Oh, that's probably a good 300.
275.
159.
Factoids.
Something for your body, can't grab me, grab us over. Must it be something for somebody? Say we need to cry, help your brother in every way. Yeah, boy, me why? So me na boy me. Yeah, boy, me why? Yeah, boy, me why? Say who me na messy my chest, yeah, boy, me a brand, yeah. Yeah, boy, me why? Say who me na messy me. She a boy me ne minya no ne boy me why. Say who me na messy me she a boy me minya be ne boy me why. Yeah ne boy me why. I am calling so give me your hand. And it's your name is Shabby. And what you think you are my brother? Yeah, when I request for water, you forgive me a champagne. She a boy me a brand, yeah. Yeah, ne boy me why? Say who me na messy me she a boy me ne minya no. Yeah, ne boy me why? Say who me na messy me she a boy me minya be. Yeah, ne boy me why?
Let's take a look at what's occurring today. Ahoy there! The London Boat Show has opened, and I don't have a boat. I've never had a boat, but I like going to the show for some reason.
You're a fully trained up sea captain, though, aren't you?
Oh, yes, of course I am.
Take that hat off.
The Ultimate Fishing Show starts later in Detroit, USA, and the University of Chicago Booth School of Business holds its Economic Outlook Conference in New York. This year's theme is From Wall Street to Main Street, a decade after the global financial crisis. Yeah, of course, 2008. Mary J. Blige will get her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today. It's also her birthday. And the US Critics' Choice Movie and TV Awards are held later tonight in Santa Monica, California. The film The Shape of Water leads the nominations with 14 in total. In basketball, the Boston Celtics play the Philadelphia 76ers in London. In London, I know. There was a piece about it on the Drive Time show last night. In this year's NBA London game, 7:30 BBC One EastEnders, Tasmin Outhwaite returns to the square. Chris Rock starts the UK leg of his Total Blackout World Tour in Manchester. Great. And Paramore begin their UK tour in Cardiff. Chemical Brother Tom Rowlands is 46 and Rachel Riley is 32. Here's Tim Smith.
More than half of all holidaymakers return from a trip wishing they'd never bothered going in the first place.
No.
1 in 4 finds his or her break boring as he or she goes to the same place repeatedly, while 55% are too cautious to go somewhere new. A sixth of people go on holidays they don't like because their partner wants to go. And not understanding the language, the currency or local customs were the most popular reasons why people refuse to visit new countries. I say that's the best reason for going.
Yeah.
Go, explore something different.
Yeah, go somewhere different,
try
go somewhere
something
new.
different.
I know, but, people like their comfort.
Yeah,
they like to
creatures of
know.
habit, yeah.
Sure, a restaurant or a hotel that they really like.
Oh, we've been to the same place 5 years out of the last 6.
Where is that?
It's just somewhere in the Dordogne region of France. But we like it.
You like the wine there,
I
don't
understand the currency.
Yeah. These are the top 5, as printed in the Mirror earlier on, toys that adults buy for themselves. Just before I do this, is there a toy that you buy for yourself that you really like? A gadget or something like that?
Not recently, but I bet I know what's on the list. I bet it's something that you press to, like a stress buster. Is that in the list?
No.
Oh, well, I've been thinking about buying one of those.
Well, think of computer games.
Oh,
no, don't buy computer games. I told you recently I'm going to buy myself Subbuteo Cricket this year. I'm going to track it down on eBay. I've always wanted Subbuteo Cricket. Never could afford it as a kid. And also, I did buy a couple of new Scalextric cars last year. I haven't used them yet, but I do like Scalextric occasionally.
They're very nice. I occasionally buy internet radios that I don't really need.
It's not a toy, though,
That's not
is
a
it?
toy.
Well,
but I wouldn't have thought computer games are either. I thought you were talking about actual things,
Oh, well,
like
yeah.
little robots and stuff.
Spinning tops.
Actually, I am.
Spinning tops.
Because number 5 is
Slinky.
Lego.
Can I have a slinky?
You can have a slinky, yeah. So throw it down the stairs. Number 5 is Lego. Number 4 is jigsaws. Number 3 is board games. Number 2, cuddly toys. And number 1 is colouring books. Colouring books.
Oh, but they've got them for
they're very
adults.
trendy.
now. It's not proper toys, is it?
We had that person on, didn't we, that's written a load. And you think, colouring books for adults. Okay, that's lovely. It's relaxing, isn't it? What you got, Janie?
Why husbands need to do more of the chores, Tim, because it's bad for their wives' health. That's what it says here. Well, it doesn't say Tim, but that's what it says. But you're all right, Jack, aren't you? Because you do it. Well, what they're saying here is a lot of men don't, but it might persuade them to do when they realise how good it is for them, for their health and well-being. So they reckon that women who get less than 7 hours of sleep a night were 25% less likely to be in good health if they're doing more than 3 hours of housework a day. But men, apparently, even if you take sleep out of the equation, it makes them healthier when they do the dusting and the ironing and the washing up and all the rest of it. I don't quite know where they get all this from, but it sounds like a good idea.
I always thought that actually these days it was kind of like almost coming up to a 50-50 kind of situation anyway.
I suppose it depends on your situation, doesn't it? But I think probably a lot of women do a lot of chores, but I think you're a bit unusual, aren't you?
I'm slightly unusual, yeah. But I think it's good for everybody. I mean, I've got a story here that says doing the cleaning and the household chores and tidying up, it's good for beating stress as well in many cases.
Yeah. I particularly I know this sounds like silly, I particularly like mopping up a spillage.
Do you? You should come round to mine. They're constant.
I do.
Have you got an old-style mop?
Yeah, I've got all the stuff. Anyway, listen, what's happening? Giorgio Locatelli later, Kieran Hines, the actor, and Jason Vale, the juice master. He's back.
Hey, you there? Can we take it to the next level, baby? Do you dare? Don't be scared, 'cause if you can say the words, I don't know why I should care. 'Cause here I am, I'm giving all I can, but all you ever do is mess it up. Yeah, I'm right here, I'm trying to make it clear that getting half of you just ain't enough. I'm not gonna wait until you're done pretending you don't need anyone. I'm standing naked, I'm standing naked. I'm not gonna try to decide you're ready to swallow all your pride. I'm standing naked, I'm standing naked. Hey, get out, I've got nothing left to give when you give me nothing now. Read my mouth. If you ever want me back, then your walls need breaking down. 'Cause here I am, I'm giving all I can, but all you ever do is mess it up. All you ever do. Yeah, I'm right here, I'm trying to make it clear. Getting half of you just ain't enough. I'm not gonna wait until you're done pretending you don't need anyone. I'm standing everything. Wanna give you everything. Oh, I wanna give you everything. Wanna give you everything. Oh, I'm not gonna wait until you're gone, 'cause you pretended you don't need anyone. Can't you see that I'm naked?
Stephen team, can I get a shout out to my son Jonathan Sigworth on his 18th birthday? Yeah, you can. Happy birthday, Jonathan. And sitting in very cloudy Florida says this, listening to the big show, at least it's warmer than last week. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's -2 still in Florida, USA. -2. Okay, here's Bobby.
Thanks, Steve. First of all, A64 at Rillington in North Yorkshire. So this is west of Scarborough. The A64 at Westgate, we've got it closed both ways. There's a building fire near Collinson's Lane. So between Scarborough and York, it's completely closed and you need to find a diversion. It's not an official diversion yet, so you're kind of on your own there. The M4 eastbound at Port Talbot, there was an earlier breakdowner before junction 41 for Baglan. That's now cleared out of the way, but it's still slow. M3 northbound breakdown between 4 and 3 at Lightwater. We've got one lane closed. And then to the good news, the A2 westbound at Harbledon down is completely open. It was closed from the A28 following this morning's accident to the Brenley Corner turn-off. That is now a clear run from you. It's a little bit slow around kind of surrounding routes while people realise it's opened, but it is all open now. And finally, 406, the North Circular Road at Park Royal. We've got an accident still being recovered at Abbey Road, so it's a little bit slow. Back with more, 40 minutes.
Thank you to Bobster.
These are details you need to listen to. This is BBC Radio 2. Online, on digital radio, and on 88 and 91 FM.
On Monday morning, we begin the first chapter of a brand new magical story.
There'll be superstars, princes of pop, and palaces.
It's an action-packed tale
With a wicked whiz-bang, scrumptiously awesome new prize.
that will whisk you up and transport you to a fairy tale ending.
And you could be the hero of this story.
The Radio 2 Breakfast Show's short story writing competition for kids 13 and under is back.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
Make sure you're listening on Monday when the tale continues.
500 words!
Yeah. Let your imagination run wild.
Good to hear you back, Chris.
BBC Radio 2.
A woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper. It carries a lot of weight. More than great almighty dollar. Talking about have I heard you say? Don't let money rule you. How many days have I heard you say? Don't let money fool you. Yeah. People don't let money.
As you know, Theresa May has pledged to eradicate all avoidable plastic waste in the UK by 2042. Waits in A&E during December in England were the worst since the target was introduced in 2004, figures showing today. And in the press earlier on, 2 meteorites that fell to Earth contained ingredients to support life. Scientists have discovered water and organic compounds were found in halite salt crystals from 4.5 billion-year-old rocks. Zag and Monaghan's, that's the names of the rocks.
When you said things to support life, I thought you were going to say maybe, crisps and carrots or something.
That's a great name, though. That's like a name for a band, isn't it?
A couple of puppets.
Yeah.
Zag and
Monaghan.
Wow. Marks and Spencer's sales fell over the key Christmas period, as you may have heard earlier. Tesco reported record festive trade. Almost half of all drivers are middle lane hogs, new research reveals. They were spotted by analysts who watched more than 70 hours of motorway footage. Got to be careful on that one. What do people talk about when they get a haircut? The most common topic is, what do you think?
Holidays. Whether you're going on holiday.
Yeah.
Been busy at work? Well, whenever I go and have a haircut, which obviously doesn't take very long, but
2 minutes.
No matter what time of day I go in, they say, not working today then? And you think, well, I could have been at work all day if it's tea time, and if it's early, maybe I'm going on to work. Anyway, what are the most popular topics?
Well, the most common topic is work, followed by family. Interestingly, while 21% of men talk to their barber about sex. It all depends if people go to a barber or if they go to what they used to call unisex place. Anyway, only 7% of women have sex chats with their stylist. I thought it was a lot more. I thought women always talk to their stylist, if they're men, by the way, or women, I suppose.
What about sex? Or having their hair done?
No, about their love lives.
Do you?
Let's say that.
Really?
No, I'm saying, do women?
Well, I don't. I'd be surprised if they do.
So you don't have a confidant hairdresser?
Well, yeah, she happens to be a friend, actually.
Right.
She's an organic hairdresser. But we don't talk about sex in the salon. I mean, that would be a bit racy. What about the person in the next chair?
I'm only quoting a survey. I'm not saying you do.
Excuse me, I have to write that down. She's got an organic hairdresser.
My son goes to a barber and they have chats about movies, really quite animated chats about what movies they've seen, like movie reviews and all of this. The other day, he went out, must have been something like, 9 in the morning, and then he obviously has to wait to get the guy he wants because he wants to chat about movies, right? So he can get back to like 11:30. It's only around the corner, so that's 2.5 hours. And then he goes, I've got to have a shower now. You've spent the whole morning getting a short back and sides, effectively.
Talking about movies.
Yeah, incredible. Well, why not? Sir Hans Sloane, 1753. Who was Sir Hans Sloane, everybody?
I have absolutely no idea, but I'm guessing he lent his name to Sloane Square in London.
I honestly don't know. British physician, naturalist and botanist, not naturist, a naturalist, dies aged 93, this day 1753. Charing Cross Railway Station opened this day 1864. The Club Whiskey A Go-Go opens in Los Angeles. Who was Janie Ezra Cornell?
Oh, I ought to know this, didn't I? I'm looking at you, I ought to know this.
Would it be anything to do with the university?
Yes, Ezra Cornell, 1807, American founder of Cornell University. And Sir John Alexander, you won't know this either, I didn't know it. Sir John Alexander, 1815.
Actually, I do know this.
Do you?
Yeah, he invented the lamppost, didn't he? Of course, they were gas lights when he invented them, eventually becoming electric lamp lights. He invented them and they first appeared on the streets of Glasgow, didn't they?
He was Canada's first Prime Minister.
temperature rise each time I lock on your eyes. But then it's no surprise you pass on by me until my very last day. Bow down and give it all away. I'm calling out for you to come and find me. People will talk, people will talk. It doesn't matter much to me. People will talk, people will talk. You mean everything to me. In love with the notion, this idea you came to me and I second that emotion silently until my very last day. Bow down and give it all away. I'm calling out for you to come and find me. People will talk, people will talk. It doesn't matter much to me. People will talk, people will talk. You really mean the world to me. People will talk, let all the people talk. You mean everything to me. You really mean the world to me. It doesn't matter much to me. It doesn't matter much
To me, people will talk. Shed 7. Almost 3.5 minutes to 3. 3.5. Steve, can you give me a shout out? Currently off work with conjunctivitis. Your show always cheers me up. That's Jeremy from Withington, South Manchester. Get that myself sometimes.
You mean everything to me. You really mean.
Simon tonight after 5. Resident cook Nigel Barden cooks Herbie chicken casserole for Foodie Thursday.
You wrote your autograph on the far side of the sky. You were cut at the falling rain, but you never told us why. You painted with fire, only the ashes now remain. The monochrome desire. You left us too young to explain.
Thursday afternoon at Radio 2, International Bleu, Manic Street Preachers.
Steve Wright in the Afternoon, 2018.
Yeah, when we come back after the news, Tony Burgess from Beccles in Suffolk picks the non-stop oldies.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. 68 senior A&E doctors have written to Theresa May saying patient safety is at risk in England and Wales because of inadequate planning for winter. They claim patients are dying prematurely in hospital corridors. The latest figures for December show the worst A&E waiting times in England since 2004. The chief executive of the NHS Confederation, Niall Dixon, says there needs to be cross-party support for the future of the health service.
If we could move to a situation where we could encourage the political parties to have a very serious debate and to recognise that something very significant is happening here. We're going to see a doubling in the number of people over 85. So if you think it's bad now, it's going to get an awful lot worse.
Green campaign groups have said the government's 25-year plan for the environment lacks teeth as it's not being backed up with a change in the law. Unveiling the plans today, Theresa May said she wanted to eradicate avoidable plastic waste in the UK by 2042. The Conservative chairman of the Environment Committee, Neil Parish, wants more information about how the aims will be met.
I listened to the Prime Minister today where she set forward our 25-year environment plan, which I have much enthusiasm for. But I think what I want to see now is the practical application of how we're going to meet these goals.
A woman's appeared before magistrates charged with murdering a man whose remains were found buried in a garden in Stockport in Greater Manchester. Barbara Coombs, who's 63 and believed to be the daughter of the victim, Kenneth Coombs, is also accused of fraud. Retailers have reported mixed results in the Christmas trading season. John Lewis sales were up, but House of Fraser had a tough time. Tesco reported a 1.9% rise in the 6 weeks to last Saturday. The retail analyst Maureen Hinton says M&S food sales, traditionally strong over Christmas, have struggled.
The grocers have done well. There's food inflation, and we also buy a lot of food over Christmas because of entertaining and just eating. So it's very disappointing that M&S hasn't matched the rest of the grocers. And I think that's a lot to do with its competition. It is producing very good premium ranges at low prices.
One of UKIP's biggest donors, Aaron Banks, has agreed with Nigel Farage that a second referendum might be needed to confirm support for a clean break from the European Union. The Prime Minister's spokesman said another Brexit vote would not be held. Mr Banks said Leave would win by a landslide. Britain has refused a request by Ecuador for diplomatic status to be granted to the WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. Mr Assange was granted asylum in the Ecuadorian embassy in London in 2012 to avoid extradition to Sweden because of sex assault allegations, which have since been dropped. And detectives in Italy are investigating the organisers of an exhibition of work by the artist Modigliani, which was almost entirely made up of fakes. The exhibition in Genoa last year was cut short after suspicions were raised. Art experts now say 20 of the 21 works on display were forgeries. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3 on Extra 4.
Thank you.
BBC
Got the non-stop oldies coming then.
It's Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Now, the non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Here we go.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas a wonder
west like a rags. We had 2 million barrels of stone. We had 3 million sides of our blind horses' hides. We had 4 million barrels of bones. We had 5 million hogs, 6 million doves, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million bales of old nanny ghost tales and the whole of the Irish rover.
There was Al Mickey Coot, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for the set. He was tooty with skill for each sparkling quadrille, till the dancers were fluter and bet. With his smart, witty talk, he was cock of the walk, as he rolled the dames under and over. They all knew at a glance when he took up his stance, and he sailed in the Irish rover.
From the banks of the Lee, there was Hogan from Kelsey to Hull. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a man from Westmeath come along. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and Fighting Bill Tracy from Dover. And your man, Mike McCann, from the banks of the Bann, was the skipper on the Irish rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and the ship lost its way in the fog. And the whale of a crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck a rock, oh Lord, what a shock. The boat, it was turned right over. Turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. And the last of the Irish rover.
Can I just say, Shane, you've missed your dentist appointment 5 times now. Is everything okay with your teeth? These are the non-stop oldies, as chosen by Tony Burgess from Beccles in Suffolk. Hogs, Dubliners, Irish Rover. Here comes Elton John now and Daniel on the oldies.
Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Waving goodbye. God, it looks like Dan is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes.
Elton John and Danielle.
Oh God, it looks like Daniel. Must be the
There's some really interesting stuff here, and they are picked by Tony Burgess from Beccles in Suffolk. Hello, Tony. Recently turned 60, and these landmark birthdays get you reflecting on your life, including all of those decades listening to music. To celebrate, I went on a very special holiday to Lindos with my lovely wife Alison, daughter Amy, and whilst there, we had a little ceremony to renew our wedding vows after 27 years of marriage. Fabulous. I'm an environmental health officer, which gets me out and about inspecting restaurants with plenty of time in my car to listen to the big show. Alison and I enjoy the theatre, live music and cinema. I like reading and playing poker. I have a lifelong interest in animals, especially insects and reptiles, an interest not shared with Alison. No. My oldies all have many very special associations, and I hope I'm lucky enough to have them picked. You are. We won't get to them all, but we'll do as many as we can, okay? Badge on its way. Today's non-stop oldies chosen by Tony Burgess from Beccles. There's Deep Purple, Black Knight. Go on then.
Non-stop oldies every day.
Don't be shy.
Blow me a kiss from across the room. Say I look nice when I'm not. Touch my hair as you pass my chair. Little things mean a lot. Give me your arm as we cross the street. Call me at 6 on the dot. A line a day when you're far away. Little things mean a lot. Don't have to buy me diamonds and pearls, champagne, sables or such. I never cared much for diamonds and pearls, 'cause honestly, honey, they just cost money. Give me your hand when I've lost the way. Give me your shoulder to cry on. Whether the day is bright or gray, give me your heart to rely on. Send me the warmth of a secret smile to show me you haven't forgot. For always and ever, now and forever, little things mean a lot. Give me your hand when I've lost the way. Give me your shoulder to cry on. Whether the day is bright or gray, give me your heart to rely on. Send me the warmth of a secret smile to show me you haven't forgot. That always and ever, now and forever, little things mean a lot.
I know the song, don't very well know the singer Kitty Callan. Little things mean a lot. These oldies chosen by Tony Burgess from Beccles in Suffolk.
I'm the urban spaceman, baby. I've got speed. I've got everything I need. I'm the urban spaceman, baby. I can fly. I'm a supersonic guy. I don't need pleasure. I don't feel pain. If you were to knock me down, I'd just get up again. I'm the urban spaceman, baby. I'm making out. getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day it's a getting faster. Everyone said go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Every day it's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Love like yours will surely come my way.
Al Capone, guns don't argue.
Burgess, these are fabulous oldies. There's Prince Buster, the All-Stars, Al Capone.
My name is Capone.
Exactly. Superb. And this is Elbow on the non-stop oldies. picked by Tony Burgess from Beccles in Suffolk. One day like this. These are the non-stop oldies. Coming up in the next half hour, the Juice Master's on. We're just getting the blender ready. Hang on a minute. Yeah, can we turn that on or not? Go on then, Tim. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's whirling round like a good one. I love it. One more from Tony.
No, 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 it's all in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Friday night, a little light shining through the window lets me know everything's alright. Oh, summer, you make me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing a tune. When I come home from a hard day's work and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile in the kitchen, food cooking on a plate for two.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. We've got 3:31 now. Can you give a shout out, please, to Bubba and Julie from Tracy? Thank you, Steve. This says, we're listening to you in Doha, where it's a chilly 18 degrees. Can you say hi to my husband, Billy, and dog Tiki, who are swimming in the pool while we enjoy a Thursday night beer? Yay, it's our weekend. Happy Thursday. Great show from Michelle Bruce. That's not Ken Bruce.
I don't agree with everything Ken Bruce says, but he's a great friend of mine. Terrific Pop Master quiz. Terrific. Very, very difficult questions, and I get them all wrong.
And now here's Bobby Pryor.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the latest on the M1. Now, northbound, we've got 2 lanes closed, 30 to 31 up to Sheffield. There's emergency repairs, so slow traffic through there. Also, M1 southbound, 27 to 26 to Nottingham. Breakdown, 1 lane is shut. And on the M1 northbound again, 23 to 24 up towards Kegworth. We've got a broken down vehicle. Now, just some news about the M56 eastbound on the entry slip road at Junction 5. So coming on from Manchester Airport onto the eastbound M56, there's been an accident. So that's causing congestion on the main carriageway back to Hale. So it's back to the Four Seasons roundabout at Junction 6. Also, we've got problems on the A64, still closed both ways between Scarborough and York. And this is because of this fire at the Westgate Rillington turn-off. So just be aware there's a diversion now in place and there's slow traffic both ways. The latest on the A38 at Glyn Valley, 2 Waters Foot. It was blocked completely at the Drift Lane junction. They've actually just reopened that, but some news just in about the M40. The M40, Junction 8 for Oxford, at the moment being held both ways because of an incident. So I'm waiting for more information, but if you're on the M40, northbound or southbound, approaching 8A, beg your pardon, at the A41 at 8, they are holding the traffic and waiting for more. And finally, to the A30, eastbound at Devon on Salton, we've got recovery still underway because of that lorry fire. So between Salton Cross and Oakhampton services, there is still 1 lane shut, but you can get through. Back with more, 25 minutes.
Thank you, cloudy but dry, some sunshine for Scotland, Wales and the the southwest of England, high of 8 in Ipswich. Tonight, cloudy, hill fog and drizzle in east and southeast England. Lights on sunset tonight, Edinburgh 4:04, in Belfast 4:23, in London 4:15 and Cardiff 4:27. News headlines for you. Patients are dying in hospital corridors as safety is compromised by intolerable conditions, doctors say. The warning has been made in a letter to the Prime Minister signed by 68 senior A&E doctors, spelling out the danger patients are facing this winter. It comes as reports have emerged of people being left for hours on trolleys in corridors and stuck in ambulances. And hospital bosses say they had run out of beds as they battle with very high rates of flu. The UK has turned down a request from Ecuador to grant diplomatic status to Julian Assange as a means of breaking a long-standing deadlock over his fate. And going back to that flu, hospitals in England are now seeing very high rates of patients with flu, according to Public Health England. The rate of admissions rose by 50% in the past week to 7.38 per 100,000. GPs also saw a sharp rise in cases, up 78% on the week before. Return for factoids. Janie Lee Grace.
The word trivia comes from the Latin tri-via, meaning 3 streets. In ancient Rome, an information booth was situated where 3 streets met.
Wow, I didn't know that. Here's Tim.
Dentists say that grazing is worse for your teeth than eating regular meals. Eating of any kind, whether a meal or a snack, activates the cavity-causing bacteria in your mouth for 20 minutes or more. So the fewer times you eat, the better off your teeth will be.
Yes, but it's also better for the diet, isn't it? Apparently, like cat naps are good for you.
And grazing's better.
And grazing is better when you're eating. Yeah, apparently.
No.
Not necessarily. It depends what you graze on, surely. I mean, I can graze on peanuts, crisps and biscuits for 24 hours at a time. That's not going to be good for me,
There's lots of evidence now that says actually the old 3 meals a day thing was exactly right. You shouldn't be snacking all through the day.
I never know what to believe, do you?
Give yourself a rest. That's the theory.
They say something different every day. And who are they? Jellyfish, or jellies, as scientists call them, are not fish. They have no brain, no heart, no bones. Here's Janie Lee Grace.
Can't half sting you, though.
Yeah, they can.
Ouch. Roosters can't crow because they can't fully extend their necks.
Oh, you had that problem.
Very good.
Sorry.
Okay, what you got?
I've got something about plastic. Plastic very much in the news today, of course. The very first plastic was Parkasine, invented by Alexander Parks in 1856. It was no good. It cracked and was flammable. And the word plastic comes from the Greek word plastikos, meaning capable of being shaped and moulded.
Oh.
Factoids.
Eyes of May. But am I ever gonna see my wedding day? I was on your side, Bill, when you were losing. I'd never scheme or lie, Bill. There's been no fooling. The kisses and love won't carry me till you marry me, Bill. I love you so, I always will. And in your voice I hear a choir of carousels. But am I ever gonna hear my wedding bell? I was the one who came running when you were lonely. I haven't lived one day not loving you only. The kisses and love won't carry me till you marry me, Bill. I love you so, I always will. And though devotion rules my heart, I take no bounds. But Bill, you're never gonna take those wedding vows. Come on, Bill. Oh, come on, Bill. Come on and marry me, Bill. I got the wedding blues.
Fifth Dimension Wedding Bell Blues, 19-4 on The Big Show. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2 for a shout-out. Bob Harris tonight at 7 o'clock, the best in country and roots music, with a session from American country singer Carly Pearce. That's tonight at 7 o'clock.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
The international best-selling author, celebrity health coach and motivational juice master, Jason Vale, is back. Jason, how are you?
I'm embarrassingly well, Steve. How are you on this
Well,
new year?
I'm very well too. And Janie, are you very well?
Very well. I'm okay.
Shall I put your mics on?
If you would, that'd be really useful.
Oh, even better. Here we are.
Now, since releasing the 5-2 juice diet, Jason has published Super Blend Me, a book specifically developed for people who want to get super lean, super healthy, super fast. Super Blend Me, I've got it in front of me. Lost 16 pounds, body fat down 3%, muscle mass up 2%. That's Paul B. B. Paul B, is that a mysterious...
No, Paul was one of the test people. So what we did last year is we trialled it with 40 people. 10 people did 7 days of the plan, because you can either do 7, 10, 14 or 21-day plans. Paul did 10 days, and he had a little bit of weight to lose, but he lost 19 pounds in that short amount of time. But more specifically, his body fat reduced 3% and his muscle increased by 1%. That's the difference.
All right, now explain for anybody who's not heard you on our show before or not seen you before, and there can't be many, by the way, what is the kind of concept of juicing? How does it work? How long does one have to do it? And then we'll get on to specifically Super Blend Me.
Juicing really came about because if you can't eat it, can you drink it? I was severely overweight, had a severe skin condition, I had bad asthma, bad eczema. I was struggling, but I wasn't stupid. I was thick physically, but not thick mentally. And I was fed up of people telling me what I already knew. So they'd say, eat more vegetables, you'd be slimmer and healthier. I was like, well, thank you, Sherlock. I appreciate your help. However, I didn't like them. And then I found out that all fruits and vegetables were at least 80% pure organic liquid fuel. So I thought, if I can't eat it, can I drink it? And then I got this little juicer, started juicing, and I couldn't believe how it affected every single part of my body.
Okay, now, if you're juicing, you're making your own juice, you've got your blender and you've got all that stuff. Do you eat at the same time as well? You don't eat, you just juice?
It depends. I do both normally. My normal routine is 2 days a week on pure juice, but that's just the way I live.
Right.
But essentially 1 juice a day. At least 4 times a year, like you put your car in for a service, I will always put my mind and body in for a service, as corny as that sounds. 7 days, 10 days, 20 days, whatever it is. But every season, I will make sure that I will clean up. If you want to really get on people's goat this time of year is by telling them you're going on a detox. People lose their mind because they go, oh, do you know that detox, actually, the organs detoxify you, and they start going into this literal...
In that actual voice as well.
Yes, they do. They start going to this literal definition of detox instead of... Words change, everything changes. If you ask 9 out of 10 people, what does detox mean to you? It means a period of abstinence from certain foods or drinks.
What do the juices do then? Because I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Good, I like it,
You
Tim.
know that. You
Come
know
on,
that's
Tim.
my routine. I mean, some of this stuff doesn't always look as appetising as it might do to me.
I agree.
And also, what do I get from juicing that I wouldn't get from eating sensibly?
No, I understand, and that's the challenge, Tim. I dealt with somebody once who was 32 stone, to give you an idea, and he was suffering with just about everything. I laid out everything he was going to have for the next 28 days at that point, all the fruits and veg, but in juice form and blend form. And he said, well, why don't I just eat it? Exactly what you just said. I said, well, I don't know why you don't, but you clearly don't, do you? So what we need to do is find
a way of eating
That's
it.
all it is.
Yeah.
It's another way in. If somebody eats regularly and they healthily and they don't have a challenge with their weight or their health, do they need to juice? I would argue with you, probably not. However, the vast majority of people need something that works, and something that works in a very short space of time.
What we'll do, we'll just take a break and we'll come back and talk about this book. It's called Super Blend Me. It's Jason Vale, and it's out right now, and we'll talk about it in just a moment. Don't go away. Jason Vale's here.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beauty focus EOU. Ooh, you, ooh, I'd leave it all. My acres of land I've achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, ooh, I'd leave it all. Oh, for you, ooh, I'd leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you owe me, then all of this will go away. My many artifacts, the list goes on. If you just say the words, I'll up and run. Oh, to you, ooh, I'd leave it all. Oh, to you, ooh, I'd leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you owe me, then all of this will go. Why I should never make a change. apparently they don't understand. They fear they'll lose so much if you take my hand, but for you, I'd lose it all.
We're back here with Jason Vale. Look, and before the music there, we were talking about Super Blend Me. The book reveals Jason's first ever protein-based blending plan, and it's aimed at all shapes and sizes, from those who want to lose weight, those who want to get a little healthier, and even athletes. The book centers on rich plant-based recipes, but all of the ingredients required are recognizable and easily found in any major supermarket. So what is the format of the book, and how does it differ from your other books?
Because it's blending, not juicing. It's the quickest, easiest, most convenient plan in the sense that you haven't got to clean a juicer. So the excuse that most people use is that I would do it, Jace, but I've got to clean a juicer. And so you go, okay, I'm going to remove that excuse for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it all in one of these bullet-shaped things. And the challenge since they've come out, and I was watching it for the last 2 years, people were blending in the wrong way. And what I mean by that is you put 3 whole carrots in a blend. That's what people were doing.
Right.
Added with some celery, some kale, a little bit of water, whisk it up. Then they would literally drink it in 1 or 2 minutes. Challenge is you can't eat 3 carrots in 1 or 2 minutes, not properly, and chew them. So you shouldn't really blend anything that you wouldn't eat in the same time frame. If you look at the ingredients and you think that will take me 15 minutes to eat it, well, it'll take you 15 minutes to drink your blend. So the idea for this is it's more like a juice plan for those people that wouldn't do a juice plan, because it's a blend plan.
You see, I've always struggled with this one. I mean, do I want my broccoli blended?
No, that's a very good point, and that's what I've covered in this book, is there are some things that belong in your blender and there are some things that belong in your juicer. The idea behind this plan was people saying to me, can you develop a plan for blenders only? And so what we've done here is a plant protein, but what it gave the opportunity to do was plant protein based. So you've got things like cashew butters. And you've got the nut butters. Yeah, of course, avocado, bananas, mangoes, but you've also got the liquid. But it takes 5 minutes to make your blend and to clean your machine. So effectively 3 blends a day. You have a couple of hunger SOSs. So you do it for either 7 or 10 days or whatever the case is. So that's 15 minutes to make all of your meals and to do all the washing up. So anybody who says I haven't got the time, I mean, it's just a lot. And also I would say, try something oversized. There are a lot of people, they're skeptics. So they will say, oh, that's not going to work for me. That's not going to. I've done a million things before. Instead of just going, well, why don't you try it?
Things to look forward to is what we like as human beings. Oh, I really look forward to, on a Friday afternoon, having a cake or a bun or some chocolate or some Chinese food on a Friday
treats.
night.
We all like
it's small treats. It's the things that we look forward to. Do you have that concept in terms of juicing or blending?
Entirely, because when you go back to normal eating or whatever, I've got a 10% kind of junk phase. In other words, we are human. I live 3 days on pretty good food, 2 days on nothing but juice or blends, and then 2 days, it's the weekend. I'm human. Hello.
Well, let me just say that I'm really enjoying the pom and pear super shake. No, I am. Okay. You've got pear in there, you've got pomegranate seeds, you've got banana, you've got spinach, you've got coconut milk, and I'm guessing that would taste pretty good. And then I'm looking at, there's a section which is called What a Load of Balls, and it's okay, apple and pumpkin seed power balls you got in there, cherry almond balls. They look great, by the way, and they look like, what we were talking about earlier on, like a treat, something to look forward to.
But they're also on the plan. So the idea is if you're 2 hunger SOS, which is emergencies in between your blends, instead of going out and buying these energy balls that are so expensive, I've just told you how to make them. It's really simple.
It's very good. Jason Vale's Super Blend Me is out right now. Nice to see you again. I think you probably sense that Tim and I are a little sceptical. It's always been like that when you've come in here, isn't it?
Of course, the good news is there's no wheatgrass on here or anything. So if you have these, all of a sudden, these actually taste human. These actually taste, can you imagine?
Him, he doesn't like
these actually
that.
taste
I love
good.
Wheatgrass.
Yeah, I don't think I can have a whole one. Jason Vale, everybody.
Live till 5. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Heavy night. Way too many drinks ain't even started. Never need to apologize. We already know we're far from perfect. I to the curb. You laugh till it hurts. Who cares? We've been here so many times. We're all stumbling through the night. It doesn't matter, we're all together, and it's paradise in our minds, falling together, arms around each other. I know you know me too. We're all stumbling through the night, but it's paradise in our minds. I know you. I know you. I can barely see in front of me. Strangers start to look like friendly faces. I'm a little unsteady on my feet, and carrying the world is overrated. I fall to the cup. You laugh till it hurts. Who cares? We've been here so many times. We're all stumbling through the night. It doesn't matter, we're all together, and it's paradise in our minds, falling together, arms around each other. I know you know me too. We're all stumbling through the night, but it's paradise in our minds. I know you. I know you. We're all stumbling through the night. It doesn't matter, we're all together, and it's paradise in our minds, falling together, arms around each other. I know you know me too. We're all stumbling through the night, but it's paradise in our minds. I know you.
I've got something for that. Yeah, 5 to 4. Now here's Bobby Pryor.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, A64 between Scarborough and York at Westgate Rillington. We've got it closed completely following this earlier fire. The M1 northbound at junctions 30 to 31. Between the two up towards Sheffield, we've got 2 lanes closed for emergency repairs. That's causing congestion. Below it on the M1 southbound 27 to 26, there was a breakdown past the Hucknall turn. That is now cleared. But on the M1 back northbound again, 23A to 24, there is still 1 lane shut while they recover the accident there. The M56 eastbound, junction 5 for Manchester Airport, coming on from the airport onto the M56 to head eastbound. We've still got this accident. It's causing queues back on the main carriageway to 6, so it's back to the Hale turn-off. Now, the M40 problem. M40 is blocked completely. This is both directions, 8A for Oxford to 8, the M40 Oxford Spur Road. Now, traffic is coming off on those junctions and finding its own way around. There's no official diversion, so you're a bit on your own both ways, but the M40 at Oxford is blocked completely both directions following an incident. A30 in Devon on the eastbound Salton route, we've got this earlier lorry fire being recovered, so still between Salton Cross, the A386, and Oakhampton services, we've got 1 lane shut. Back with more, half an hour.
Okay, thank you.
Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, and tweet the guy at BBC Radio 2.
And we'll be seeing you.
Is that all you get for your money? And it seems such a waste of time. moving out. I'm moving out. Sergeant O'Leary is walking the beats. Lady becomes a bartender. He works at Mr. Cacciatore's down on Sullivan Street, across from the medical center. And he's trading in his Chevy for a Cadillac. You wanna know by now. If he can't drive with a broken back, at least he can polish the fenders. And it seems such a waste of time, if that's what it's all about. Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Oh, you should never argue with a crazy man. You ought to know by now. You can pay Uncle Sam with the overtime. Is that all you get for your money? And if that's what you have in mind, yeah, if that's what you're all about, good luck moving up, 'cause
I'm moving out. Billy Joel and Moving No G out. Next hour on The Big Show, social media, factoids, and the showbiz cuts. We got Brian Cox, that's the Prof, and Meryl Streep and others. Social media, factoids, I said that, didn't I? From Girl from the North Country, Kieran Hines coming up later, and also Giorgio Locatelli. There's Tim, there's Bobby, there's Janie, there's Catherine, the sports guy, and much more on The Big Show. I'd listen to that.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Great
And this is BBC Radio 2, online on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The heads of more than 60 A&E departments in England have written to the Prime Minister warning patient safety is at risk. They say some people are dying prematurely in hospital corridors before they're seen, and they claim recently announced additional government funding is nowhere near what's needed. Dr Chris Moulton, who's an A&E consultant at the Royal Bolton Hospital and Vice Chair of the Royal College of Emergency Medicine, says things can't go on much longer the way they are.
It's like an elastic band that you keep pulling and one day it snaps. And this winter it really does seem very, very close to snapping. And that's because we've got a growing population. We've got a population that's rapidly ageing. We know there's about 200 more people aged 85 or over every single day in the UK. And the system is just not big enough now to cope with the demand.
Environmental campaigners are calling on the government to take more urgent action to protect the environment and put its plans into law. They were responding to a speech this morning by Theresa May, who said she wanted a reduction in the use of plastic material. The Scottish Government has announced it plans to ban cotton buds made of plastic. The Environment Minister at Westminster, Therese Coffey, says working with retailers to eliminate the unnecessary use of plastics is often quicker than implementing new legislation.
We have good relationships with the supermarkets and with industry. Where we need to regulate, we will. And we have done. And that's something that this government will continue to do so. But quite often, working with the industry can actually achieve quicker results. So things like plastic cotton buds, while I welcome the initiative of the Scottish Government in achieving that, actually the majority of those have disappeared from our supermarket shelves.
Lawyers for victims of the serial sex offender John Warboys are calling on the Crown Prosecution Service to bring further prosecutions against him. They say 93 cases should be reassessed. The Parole Board has recommended that Warboys should be released after around 10 years in prison. Nigel Farage says he's on the verge of backing a second referendum about the UK's membership of the European Union. He said another vote would put an end to what he described as the whinging and whining of opponents of Brexit. He set out his case on the Right Stuff on Channel 5.
I think if we had a second referendum on EU membership, we'd kill it off for a generation. The percentage that would vote to leave next time would be very much bigger than it was last time round. And we may just finish the whole thing off and Blair can disappear off into total obscurity.
Britain has refused a request by Ecuador for diplomatic status to be granted to the WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. He's been living at the Ecuadorian embassy in London for more than 5 years to avoid extradition to Sweden because of sexual assault allegations which have since been dropped. And Ryanair says it's introducing new baggage rules from Monday. Passengers will still be able to travel with 2 items of hand luggage, but the larger bag will be placed in the hold unless they pay for priority boarding. And that's the BBC News at 4:03. Our next at 5.
Thank you, Catherine. Here is the sports guy.
Yes, after selling Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona, Liverpool are anxious to bring forward the transfer of Naby Keita to this month. But his current German club Leipzig are insistent that the £51 million move won't happen until the summer. One deal has gone through, though. Francis Coquelin has completed his move from Arsenal to Valencia. The Romanian referee who awarded a controversial penalty against Northern Ireland during their World Cup playoff defeat by Switzerland says he made a mistake. Ovidiu Hatagan ruled that Corey Evans blocked a shot with his arm, although replays show the ball hitting his shoulder. Hatagan believes this mistake has cost him a place officiating at this summer's World Cup. The draw for the first round of the Australian Open tennis has been made with British number 1 Joanna Konta up against the American Madison Brengle in Melbourne, and British bobsledder Bruce Tasker will miss the Winter Olympics after suffering a minor stroke last week. He is expected to make a full recovery.
Here we go, Matt. Here's what you got tonight. Resident cook Nigel Barden, Cook It Up on The Simon Show. Herbie chicken casserole for Foodie Thursday. Oh, yes.
Right in the afternoon on the BBC.
If you can, wish for something special. Let it be me. My love is free. Sing a song to yourself. Think of someone listening. One melody. You're up for me. I'll write a symphony just for you and me. If you let me love you, I'll paint a masterpiece just for you to see. If you let me love you, let me love you. Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Are you? Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am. Are you? Are you ready? you're gorgeous on it. You took me to your rented motor car and filmed me on the bonnet. You got me to hitch my knees up and pulled my legs apart. You took an Instamatic camera and pulled my sleeves around my heart. Because you're gorgeous, I'd do anything for you. Because you're gorgeous, I know you'll get me through. You said my clothes were sexy. You tore away my shirts. You rubbed an ice cube on my chest, snapped me till it hurts. Because you're gorgeous, I'd do anything for you. Because you're gorgeous, I know you'll get me cheap. You paid me £20. You promised to put me in a magazine, on every table, in every lounge. Because you're gorgeous, I'd do anything for you. Because you're gorgeous, I know you'll get me through. Because you're gorgeous, I'd do anything for you. Because you're gorgeous, I know you'll get me.
Baby Bird, you're gorgeous. 4:11, it's dark, so lights on. I should say darker. Don't you think? Hey Steve, good show. My wife just made me a smoothie with beetroot, banana, mango and berries as I battled the man flu. Keep well, John in Reading, and you keep well, or get better. Steve, Sean here. Can you give my dad Lenny a shout out as he celebrated a big birthday? Good show, by the way. Thank you very much, and your dad needs a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Got some showbiz stuff lined up. Stay there.
On your digital radio.
I'm Keris Matthews. Welcome to my curiosity shop, where I bring together beautiful oddities that you won't find together often. For rarities, come pick your favourites from my desk of vinyl. I've an archive of session tracks, and for the particularly adventurous, here's where nature meets science fiction.
I mixed in live the sound of a mating haddock with Doctor Who theme.
My collection may be unpredictable, but everything is totally necessary.
Keris Matthews.
Open every Sunday morning from 10
on BBC Radio 6 Music.
Thank you, Keris. On Twitter, Taylor Swift's fans are getting excited after she shared a teaser for the video to Endgame. It's a new single. The full video, which also features Ed Sheeran and Future, will be released at midnight tonight. And Rhiannon tweets, I have to work all day today and Taylor Swift's new music video drops. I want to stay home and wait for it all. Carolyn tweets, yes, I can't wait. You bet I'm staying up till midnight. Yes. And Gianna tweets, just from the preview, you can tell that Taylor looks so happy and carefree. And honestly, that is the content I'm here for. Over on Facebook, colour-changing eyelashes that react to music. Yeah, you're right. I've got people talking after they were unveiled in Japan today. Jennifer Lopez will appear in an episode of the new series of Will and Grace. According to Deadline, she'll play herself and Harley Santos, the detective she plays in the NBC crime drama Shades of Blue. Eddie Clarke, the last surviving member of Motorhead's classic lineup, has died at the age of 67. Fast Eddie played along with Lemmy and Phil Taylor between 1976 and 1982. And the artist at number number 2 on the BBC's Sound of 2018 list has been announced, ahead of the winner being announced tomorrow. Radio 1 has been revealing the top 5 on Clara Amfo's show all this week, teasing us with one act a day. And they are at number 5, Pale Waves, number 4, Car Lid, and number 3, I'm DDB, and number 2, Rex Orange County. And we'll have the Sound of the 2018 winner on with us tomorrow afternoon. And then there'll be Serious Chocking also. What a show! Brian Cox is presenting a new series for the BBC iPlayer called People of Science, where he got to go through the Royal Society archives to find out about scientists such as Charles Darwin and Alexander Fleming. The Prof told Radio 4 that he loved making it.
That was more of a direct assault.
Didn't he? Yes. Go ahead then, Prof.
When you hold the writings of Franklin or Darwin and people like that, we also had Michael Faraday was in there. Dame Julia Higgins chose Michael Faraday. These are the people who built the foundation of the modern world, and you can hold the writings and the objects that inspired them.
Now, it was the premiere in London, all right, stand by, Tom, of Steven Spielberg's new movie, The Post, which stars Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep. It's about the battle that newspapers had in the early 1970s to publish the leaked Pentagon Papers. They were the documents which showed the American government had misled the public over the Vietnam War. And Tom thinks that fake news is a modern version of what happened back then.
That was more of a direct assault on what is the First Amendment of our Constitution. Now I think it's more of a guerrilla war that's going on. They're trying to, it's sort of like chaos by any means. You begin by delegitimizing the free press, and by doing that you draw the truth into question. You are entitled to your own opinion. Have those till the cows come home, but you are not entitled to your own facts. So there are facts that are empirical, that are provable, that are confirmable, and you can't deny that. But if you deny that, you're you know what? You're sowing the wind and you're going to reap the whirlwind.
Wow, brilliant, Tom. Meryl plays America's first female newspaper publisher, Kay Graham, and she's really pleased the film got made.
I'm so proud of it, and of Steven Spielberg for making it. He's not a man who's, marching under the feminist banner every day, but he's one of the most evolved, compassionate human beings that I've ever met. And it makes total sense that he brought that empathy to this story.
And we'll have Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep on this show this day next week. So that's today week, Thursday next. It's Russian. Forget-me-nots. If you need a shout-out, you can email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. steve.wright@bbc.co.uk for a shout-out. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Talking to Kieran next.
This is BBC Radio 2.
We're good to go. Let's do this.
Get on your dancing shoes. It is time to freak out.
This is Radio 2 and you're on Serious Jockin'.
Welcome to the Great Charles House Party, playing the funkiest, souliest music around.
This time in the assembled panel, after 50 years, I think it's time to confess to this.
We're at the 500 Words Final!
The winner of Folk Singer of the Year, Chris Drever.
More essential R&B with me, Will Young.
My name is Levi Roots, your friendly neighbor, good Rastaman.
Are you ready, Manchester?
The new year has landed. This is BBC Radio 2.
We got Kieran Hines here now. Look.
Thank you.
See, now you get another round of applause. Not only do you get big rounds of applause in the theatre, but you get a round of applause on the radio as well.
That's very nice. You miss it when it's not there.
Yeah, it'll always be here for you, don't worry. Kieran Hines is one of the most versatile actors around. He starred in films such as Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Justice League and Harry Potter, at TV shows including Rome, Above Suspicion, Game of Thrones, and on stage with the Royal Shakespeare Company and Royal National Theatre. Now Kieran is heading back to London's West End to reprise his role as Nick Lane in the play Girl from the North Country at the Noel Coward Theatre. This follows a sellout run at the Old Vic last year. Take us through the plot a little bit.
Okay, well, Conor McPherson, who's a writer I've worked with 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He was approached about, would you ever think about possibly using Dylan's music in a play or a story that you might write? And he said, don't be ridiculous, I think. Basically, he said, are you mad? You know, that's only one-way failure there with Dylan's work, because it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
And the most iconic kind of poet, musician of our time. And then he went away and he thought about it. And he came up with this idea. And the idea was about, Dylan was born in Duluth, Minnesota in the 1940s. And he came up with this idea that he would have been inspired by the music before him. And he started to write this story set in Depression times in the 30s, but in Duluth, Minnesota. The story takes place basically in a boarding house in 1934. It's winter time.
This is Minnesota, right?
It's Minnesota. It's right up there by the Great Lakes, and Duluth is right on the Great Lake.
Yeah.
And there is no work. People are hanging on to life. And he's made these sort of fragments of humanity come into this boarding house. And through this fragmental storytelling, you suddenly find a kind of a community, all of whom are basically looking what we're all looking for, which is some kind of love or connection or security in life. And it's in very short supply at that time.
Bob Dylan's songs, of course, not even written at that point, right?
Yeah, not in the 30s, certainly not.
But,
wasn't even thinking about that.
But somehow appropriate to various bits of the plot.
What it is the music that Conor has chosen of Dylan's, and he was given license to choose whatever he wanted, which is his own problem, because if somebody gives you, here's 650 songs I wrote, choose what you want, where do you start?
Yeah.
Right? That's the problem. But Conor's mashed about 20 of Dylan's songs, almost from every decade, from the 60s to I think the most recent one was Duquesne Whistle, which is 2012.
Yeah.
And he's made medleys of them, and he's offered this music up not as narrative storytelling, but through the lyrics to put people into a feeling, into a special place. The music comes over them, they hear the lyrics, and then they start to identify with these people, this community.
For sure.
So it's not a musical in the conventional sense. It's dialogue, and then the songs come along.
That's right. And when they sing out to the audience. They don't sing to each other.
Yeah.
They connect with the music and said, this is music and thoughts and words, and see what it does to you.
All right, Kieran, here's the thing. So Nick Lane, he's the guest house owner. He owes a lot of money, am I right?
Yeah, he's broke. He's bust. I mean, basically, they're about to take the house away.
Right.
The family are a bit banjacks, to be quite honest, you know.
You know, I haven't heard that word since Terry. Banjacks. Thank you.
Not at all.
Banjacks, yeah.
His wife is suffering from dementia.
Right.
They have a daughter who's with child. She's pregnant, and nobody quite knows how. And the son, who's aspiring to be a writer, also is on the sauce. And basically, they're just about holding up, but they know it's just right on the edge, and it is going to go.
So it's a bleak scenario.
It's a very bleak scenario, and Nick knows this. He's just trying to help people wherever he can. Last moment handout to, can we lift you up to get through, to move on? But at the same time, there's hope, there's drive, there's possibilities, and it's funny.
You've always struck me as being somebody who you love your theatre. You're very passionate about acting and about the work, aren't you?
You feign an interest in it, like, because it's what provides you with your income.
Oh.
No, not at all.
You're better than I thought.
That's great feigning then, obviously.
Actually, sometimes I prefer watching than doing, so it's also nice to go and be touched by other people doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Come on, you keep busy.
Really?
That's what, I've seen you in so many things. It's so nice to meet you.
But do you prefer theatre to film and TV?
You kind of prefer the one you're not doing at the time.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
It is. The grass is always greener. But I have to say that somewhere in the experience I've had, that when theatre is really cooking, when a company is all together and there's no problem, there's nothing like the shared experience of a load of people from both sides connecting, those who do and those who watch.
You can see Kieran Hines in A Girl from the North Country. It's at the Noel Coward Theatre in London through until Saturday, 24th of March. I know that you're in Red Sparrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I do a little turn in Red Sparrow, yeah.
A little turn.
As a Russian sort of spy master. Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is in that?
She is, yeah. We passed, like,
oh, really?
a moment. I think I pinned a badge on her for doing brilliantly well. And that was about it. Okay. Not a word passed between
10 out of 10 for everybody. Yeah. Girl from the North Country, thank you very much, Kieran. We'll see you next time. Kieran Hines, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Brilliant.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Well, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man. And I see my future in your eyes. Well, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, while listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing
sounds good. Ed Sheeran, Beyonce, perfect duet, of course.
Look
Perfect tonight. Still to come, Giorgio Locatelli. You're moments away from traffic with Bobby and... Can I just remind you? Oh, yes. It's back tomorrow. Serious Jockin', 4:15.
Serious Jockin'.
Steve Wright in the Afternoon, 2018.
Almost 4:30, here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the A64 between Scarborough and York, still closed at Westgate Rillington. The M1 northbound, 30 to 31 at Sheffield, still 2 lanes shut following an accident there. And on the M1 northbound, 23A to 24, so up towards East Midlands Airport turnoff and Kegworth. We've got that breakdown waiting to be recovered as well. M62 eastbound, after 22, which is Rishworth Moor, there's an accident. Now, it's on the hard shoulder, but you've still got slow traffic past the scene. The M6 on the northbound side, 13 to 14, Stafford South to Stafford North. We've got an accident that's closed at 1 lane. Also on the M6 heading south, we've got a car fire at junction 6. It's on the Exeter Slit Road going off to Spaghetti Junction, so you've got all traffic being held while they deal with that. And the big problem on the M40, now the M40 was completely blocked between 8A and A at Oxford and the Oxford Spur Road. They haven't opened it yet. They are just in the process, northbound and southbound, of removing the cones, but traffic is still going off at the moment. There's huge queues through there still, but there's a little bit of hope ahead. And then finally to the M25, clockwise 26 to 27 towards the M11, there's been an accident. There's 1 lane shut. Back with more, 30 minutes.
Thank you. Vanessa Feltz, of course, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, followed at 6:30 by Chris Evans. Yes, he's back with Oscar-winning actor Eddie Redmayne tomorrow morning, Strictly star Darcy Bussell and comedian Dara O'Brien. It gets better. Plus, there's live music from Imelda May and Jack Savaretti. That's at 6:30 tomorrow with Chris Evans, of course. Thank you, Bobby.
Bobby Pryor, official traffic operative.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality, back to the here and now, yeah. Show me how, decide what you want from me. Tell me maybe I could be there for you. How do you want me? How do you need me? How
Steve, it's been a lovely day in Newquay in Cornwall. Excellent, I'm glad to hear it. That's from Sarah G. We're loving the show. Please give a shout out to Jacob and Katie Jackson. Tell them to do their homework. That's from Rachel Jackson. They won't listen to me. Steve, been sat on my tractor all day. Would love a shout out. That's Alfie from St Just. And Steve, can you give a shout out to me and my wife Mac? Stuck in the pub kitchen chopping the veg for the Sunday roasts. She doesn't have to be here, but is helping me, and well, you know, she's helping me no end. We just got back from a honeymoon in Iceland, and we got married in December on the 16th. She's amazing, and tell her I'll make it up to her later. That's Maudie in Oxford. You got it, Maudie.
I'm back with more essential R&B.
Will Young.
With another selection of some of my contemporary R&B favourites. Coming up, I have remixes, rarities, and originals from Prince, Angie G, the Fugees, and many more. And I've had so much fun compiling this playlist. As ever, there'll be some tracks you'll know, some you might not. But one thing they all have in common is that they're essential R&B.
Will Young's Essential R&B.
One time. Don't make me do it. I sound so uncool as it is.
Monday night from 10.
Here on BBC Radio 2.
Here comes Giorgio.
I love this great amount of greenery everywhere. You see how much, it's like, this is dieta. It's like all this different type of spinach. Very much at the base of what they cook. I mean, you don't see anything that is not seasonal here, do you?
Giorgio Locatelli, return visit. Look, Giorgio is here. All right, Giorgio, how are you?
Very well.
Excellent. Giorgio Locatelli is a world-renowned Italian chef, of course, who we love for TV shows, including Pure Italian, Tony and Giorgio, The Big Family Cooking Showdown, Sicily Unpacked, Italy Unpacked, etc. Giorgio is currently back on television, reunited with historian Andrew Graham Dixon. Their new two-part BBC Two series, Rome Unpacked, started last Friday and continues tomorrow night. It sees them searching out the greatest food and art in the heart of Italy. Last week's where you're on the back of a scooter going around Rome, and I'm thinking that's a pretty dangerous thing to do, isn't it?
Well, it's the best way to see Rome, that's definitely.
Wow. How well do you know Rome anyway? I mean, you know Rome really well, right?
Well, yes and no, because I was born in northern Italy.
Right.
And so we always seen like this Rome thing as a little bit like those guys are enemies. You take all our taxes and all things like that. So until I was kind of like on my 30, I never went to Rome. But then, you know, I fell in love with it. We made it a thing with my wife to go there for her birthday. So we always go there in May for 1 week or something like that.
It's great for food and it's great for culture, isn't it? It's just one of those places that's a hub for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's incredible. You must think that this city is built around the peregrine that used to come to go to the Vaticans, and so they have an history of welcoming people for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Years ago they were treated a little bit different. There were different things happened, but you know, the old culture of having people coming in even just for a day is really well developed.
What would be classic Roman food then? Obviously we think of pasta and carbonara, but is there something really classic that we might not necessarily associate with Rome?
It is incredible. Then a city like that then had to really do so much and add so much. It is the capital of Italy. You had kings, you had the Roman Empire, you had the popes. The popes ruled the place for hundreds and hundreds of years. And so these all establish a very high sort of end cuisine. Then suddenly in the modern time is disappear. And one of the most influential cuisine in Rome is actually Jewish cuisine.
Is that right?
Yeah. So if you go to Rome and you don't have like a fried artichoke alla Judea, well, that is a Roman dish. And it's so incredible how possibly one of the cuisine that was based on necessity and restriction is still the one who's still more pumping and more alive.
I'm going to show my ignorance here. I don't know what a tripper stall is.
But there is this area that's called Testaccio, and in 1800 they developed this abattoir, because obviously the city went from 250,000 people to 1.5 million in a matter of years when it became a capital. So one of the major problems was to feed the people. And so they brought all the animal in and they killed them there. The abattoir was then closed in 1920 because it was actually put in different area around Rome. What you got left there is this market that is kind of like dead, but it's so beautiful to see it. When you walk around, it's incredible. And the market still has this tradition because the people who worked in the market used to get paid not only in money but also in what they call the fifth quarter. So the rich family will come in and will buy a quarter of the animal and will take it off. They will send the chef. So what was left over was the lungs, the tripe, the tongue, all these things, what we call in the offal. And so around the testaccio, you have this tradition of cooking all these awful things, what they call the quinto quarto, so the fifth quarter. And so tripe is one of those things. And you know,
tripe.
It's a tripper. Tripe.
Of course.
And it's cooked very, very slowly. And you know, I know it sounds a little bit goring, but it is delicious.
Yeah, well, I'm just told that we can actually listen to a clip, so let's do that. We'll come back with Giorgio in just a minute. Here's the clip.
Look at that. That's a little bit of pecorino romano on top. Look at that.
That's a sandwich.
The saltiness jumps out at you, and it's got a little bit of mentuccia in there.
Questa è la menta, molto
touch of mint.
You see, lots of people even say the word tripe. They go, "Ugh, how can you eat that?" Well, the truth is, it's such a delicate, beautiful dish.
It's so rich, isn't it? You can taste the richness of that. It's almost sticking. Your lips are sticking together.
Fantastic.
My name is Ali, nice to meet you. Can I tell you, baby? Look around, there's a whole lot of pretty ladies, but none like you. You shine so bright. Yeah. I was wondering if you and me could spend a minute on the floor up close, getting lost in it. I won't give up without a fight. I just wanna. Oh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on. Oh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. We're getting sweaty, hot and heavy in the crowd now. Loosen up and let your hands go downtown. But go with it, girl. Yeah, just close your eyes. Yeah. I feel the music moving through your body. Looking at you, I can tell you want me. Don't stop, keep going till the morning light. Yeah. When I saw you there, sitting all alone in the dark, acting like you didn't have to care. I knew right then you'd be mine, and we'd be dancing the whole damn night like, oh, baby. And I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on, oh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. Break it down now, huh? Come on, take it like that. Now bring it on back. To dance with me tonight. One more time, come on now. Do your thing. Everybody say, I just want you to dance with me tonight. I just wanna. Oh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. Everybody, come on now. Girl, just close your eyes. We can dance all through the night. And I just want you to dance with me tonight. And everybody say, girl, just close your eyes. We can dance all through the night. I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on.
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him. She tells him, ooh,
to carry. They said too young. What are you thinking? They told her she chose to use her heart and keep him. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep all the gold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
We're back with Giorgio Locatelli presenting Rome Unpacked with Andrew Graham Dixon over on BBC Two. We should say that tomorrow night's episode, which is on BBC Two at 9 p.m, Andrew and Giorgio are in Rome's deepest basement. They explore an ancient Roman school teacher's classroom, sample food at a tripper stall, and see some architecture which has been fortunate enough not to be demolished. And that brings us to the architecture. I mean, in many Italian cities that I've been to, the architecture is the thing you want to see. It goes back centuries and you think, thank goodness it's still all there. If you look at London, for example, where we're sitting now, there's a hell of a lot of new buildings that many of us don't like. And you think they should have left the old buildings there like they do in Italy.
It's true that they have this, I don't know if it's about laziness or less amount of money to put through. And, you know, Rome was lucky enough that wasn't heavily bombed during the Second World War. So some of the beautiful buildings still there.
Yeah.
But fascism cleared up a lot of area. But it's true, you're walking around sometimes and you think like, wow, I don't know, what age are we now? Are we in ancient Rome? Are we in modern Rome? It's just incredible. Yeah?
But it's a fantastic idea to combine, obviously, food with art and with architecture. I mean, how much did you already know about the architecture and how much did Andrew already know about the food? Or have you taught each other?
Yeah, no, one of the things that we actually do all the time is that, and we obviously we talk about it and we all work on the script and putting together the program, but we always keep secret the fact that, like, when he shows me something that I don't know, there is the element of surprise. I don't know, it's not the first time I saw that Caravaggio that we see last week, but I must admit that seeing it with Andrew, it makes a great difference. You know? Like his interpretation, his reading of a painting or of a building or something like that is always really touching. And I think that he's the person that loves Italy more than any Italians.
Well,
you know?
as you're watching it, you salivate and educate at the same time. Eh? And I hope the expression "Rome wasn't built in a day" is mentioned in the piece. It seemed like everything might be over for Giorgio back in November 2014 when a gas leak at Locanda Locatelli, Michelin-starred restaurant in central London, caused an explosion. No serious injuries, but it wasn't 4 months after that blast you were able to reopen.
Actually 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I expect you keep an eye on the gas now, right?
Well, it wasn't our fault, it was someone else's fault, but it was very good in a way because the staff stick with us and we kind of like send everybody to do different courses. Obviously we employ a lot of Italians, so the English course was the most frequented one, and we pulled together like a family and it felt cozy. We're very happy to be back and working now.
Absolutely. You can see Giorgio Locatelli in the second part of Rome Unpacked. Just give us a tease. What's your favourite bit of this particular show that's on tomorrow night?
Well, for me, it's going down. This was San Clemente, which was this church, and it is really Rome. To the point, you enter the church, even the columns are all different, because we always think about Rome built all with marble.
Yeah.
But it's not. It was built with bricks. It was all bricks. So this brick got used again and again. Every time that something happened or one fell down, they just take it and rebuild it.
But it's beautiful brick, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Yeah, there are those beautiful red bricks. Yeah. And so in San Clemente, you have have literally this different layer, and as you're traveling down inside, you're finding another church underneath, which is from the 1400, and then you found in this room underneath there is a crypt, and then we found this painting of which is just being discovered because it's also the Farnese Palace was incredible. I really loved it, and also the trippa.
I know all about that. Thanks for that. I've got an education as well. Look, Rome Unpacked. It's on tomorrow night, 9 p.m. BBC Two with part 1 on the iPlayer right now, which you can see. And Giorgio Locatelli. Thank you, Giorgio. See you next night.
Thank you very much.
That's brilliant. Thank you. To go there now, don't you? Yeah. Oh, that music is great. Thank you, Giorgio. 9 to 5 now. BBC Radio
'What's there to say? There's nothing.
reason, please. Can you give a shout out to my hard-working chums Ricky Morrison and Jenny McKenzie? We're keeping this place going this afternoon from Bob Shaw at the Scottish Parliament. News from the net. HollywoodReporter.com says Gillian Anderson quits X-Files and American Gods. And Variety.com, Luther returns. Filming for Season 5 has begun today with Idris Elba, according to Variety.com, returning to the role of DCI John Luther. Excellent. Well, it is 5 to 5. And Bobby Pryor.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, the M1 northbound, the emergency repairs 30 to 31 past Sheffield have cleared. Still big queues, though. To the M62 eastbound, still queuing traffic at 22 Rishworth Moor following this earlier accident. All lanes open at least half an hour, but it's still extremely slow. M6 northbound, there's been an accident between 13 and 14, so up towards Stafford North. Now, at the moment, they are holding all the traffic while they deal with that, so no traffic moving. The queues are back to 12 at Gailey and Building. Avoid it if you can. A55 at St Asaph, we've got westbound closed, vehicle fire at junction 27A. The M25 on the clockwise stretch. Now, first of all, 14, which is Heathrow Terminal 4, we've got a broken down vehicle. The queues are back to Staines. Then clockwise, the earlier accident 26 to 27 on the hard shoulder towards the M11, but the queues are back to 25 at Enfield. And the latest on the M40, both ways, all lanes open now between 8A and 8. So past Oxford, we had it closed for at least half an hour, so big queues still to go through, but at least now all lanes that are open. There is some hope. Back with more just after the news with Simon.
Cheers, Bobby.
Somebody broke me once. Love was a currency, a shimmering balance act. I think that I laughed at that. And I saw your face and hands covered in sun, and then I think I understand. Well, I understand. But we fight, stay up late in my dreams on the blade. Different sides of the bed. Roll your eyes, shake my head. Now we're stuck in the storm. We were born to ignore, and all I got is a chance to just say, baby, love, you got me running away. You steal the air out of my lungs, you make me feel it. I pray for everything we lost by back to secrets. Your hand forever's all I want. Don't take the money. Don't take the money. I slept on my own those nights. I'm still in my parents' house, and I cut off my t-shirt sleeves and claim a new continent. Till I saw your face and hands covered in sun, and then I think I understand. Well, I understand. But we fight, stay up late in my dreams on the blade. Different sides of the bed. Roll your eyes, shake my head. Now we're stuck in the storm. We were born to ignore, and all I got is a chance to just say, baby, love, you got me running away. You steal the air out of my lungs, you make me feel it. I pray for everything we lost by back to secrets. Your hand forever's all I want. Don't take the money. Don't take the money. You steal the air out of my lungs, you make me feel it. I pray for everything we lost by back to secrets. Your hand forever's all I want. Don't take the money. Don't take the money. When you're looking at your shadow, standing on the edge of yourself, praying on the darkness, just don't take the money. Dreaming of it easy, waking up without weight now, and you're looking at the heartless. Just don't take the money. You steal the air out of my lungs, you make me feel it. I pray for everything we lost by back to secrets. Your hand forever's all I want. Don't take the money. Well, don't take the money.
Bleachers, don't take the money. Simon with chicken casserole after 5. With us tomorrow, we've got the winner of the BBC Music Sound of 2018, plus best of the guests from this week, and Serious Jock in his back. Good evening.